Here we go. Here we go.
Welcome everybody. This is number 2 community live stream for 2018. The last one we started with no audio working. Apologies for that. It was a technical glitch on my part. I actually forgot to unmute. Very technical glitch. It was very complicated to fix.
Is it working now?
I believe
Can
so.
they hear us?
We see green bars going back and forth.
What?
So if you guys give us a shout out, let us know how excited you are for Friday.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Mark, I am Mark.
No.
I am the community Mark, the community manager here. I actually go by Barrick in community forums and in the game. My name is Matthew Anderson. I think most of you know me by now, but if you don't know me, that's great news because that means we have a new player in our midst. And we always have some on our live streams. These live streams we try to make them a little fun. We always give a little bit of news of what's happening during the week, what's coming up. And Star here is the executive producer. I think I got that title right. He is going to give you guys some really awesome news. I mean, we're just building up here to the next. 2018 has been great so far. The community has been so engaged with everything we've been talking about, and we're not even past January yet. It's amazing.
All right, and see, this is when we have our awesome sound bar, and because I'm going to give the news, and it's going to go
the subwoofer and everything too.
Like there's all this news stuff in the background.
We don't have anything like that.
See, and I have my notes. And I
I'm sure they love that. Yeah.
Like news. Here we go. News.
You gotta have that fancy mic.
Hello, San Diego.
Oh God, not that.
All right. All right. So it's what are you supposed to say?
Actually,
yeah. You have something else to say?
Yeah, I have so much to say here.
Oh, okay.
I don't mean
so it's not. That wasn't my cue.
No, that was not. That was not your. I see you added a whole bunch of stuff. This is really cool.
Right,
but I wanted to just mention to everybody like kind of what we're setting up here for. So we've got the community contest that just ended for all of the video walkthroughs that you guys have created. 135 videos.
And we're going to watch all of them right now. Here we go.
Every single one. Yeah, let's just get to it.
4 hours. Ready? Here we go.
It's actually 5 hours it took me.
Pressing the button. Oh, no. We're not doing it. Okay.
We're not going to. They're saying no.
Okay.
Okay. Well, good news for you guys that they're actually on YouTube. So you can go to youtube.com/ I'm doing it. Yep, I'm doing it right. /Portalarium. And they're also in the forums for the submission contest thread, which brings me to a point that I almost forgot to mention here. I'm very excited about this change we made this week to the forums. We really rely on the forums for several things, giving news to you guys, organizing QA events like last night's event went off really well, and also
tracking.
Yeah, there was like dragons attacking everybody, and I forget which scene they were in, but it was a blast. It was a hoot. And so we're going to do more of those, by the way. But we're consolidating a lot of those events into one section now of the forums. If you go to the top of the forums, there's the news and the dev blog and all that good stuff. New player welcome. If you're a new player, say hello in the new welcome section. And right below that, I think, yes, is the community events calendar and our calendar as well for all the official events that we're putting on. That includes contests. That includes live streams like this one, telethons, etc. And so we have the contest thread for all these videos that we're talking about in this walkthrough video contest put in there as well. So you can look at those, comment on them, pick your favorites, and we're going to be releasing these actually on social over the next several weeks leading up to launch and beyond, because there's a lot of great how-tos there. So that's something I wanted to mention to you guys. So we're just tweaking the forums, preparing for what's coming up in the next few months, and making them better, and you're going to see more of that. What else do we got? Oh yes, another change to the way we give away prizes. Every live stream, we always give away prizes. Every live stream. This one, I thought I'd make it a little twist. It's 2018, got to have a change up, right? So we've got no live stream prizes that we're giving away right now because we've been well, partly, and I'm getting to the special part, partly because we've been giving away the same ones, and everybody's like, thank you for that again. So we're just gonna put a little suspense in here until next week's live stream when release 50 comes out. It's gonna be a day after that. We're gonna have new stuff in the store. We're working on that stuff right now. But meanwhile, we're going to focus on Twitter because I really love the way you guys have been interacting with us on Twitter when we announce prizes there. So historically, we'll give away 2 or 3 prizes. And then we'll say, okay, during the live stream, if you tweet us, hashtag LBSOTA, it stands for Lord Brave Shroud of the Avatar, or at our Twitter account, at Shroud of Avatar, and just say, hey, great live stream, or hey, I love this, thing in the game. It's really, fun. I'm going to play it this week, whatever you want. And we're just going to focus on that this time, but we're going to give away 2 Twitter prizes. And it's going to be your choice. Completely their choice. Anything any in-game item, I should clarify, on the front page, listed on the front page of the store, the front page only, that's less than $50. You can pick whichever one you want. We're going to do 2 of those, but you got to tweet us during this hour only. So there you go.
Pick anything.
Anything that's under $50.
Under $50.
And it has to be an in-game item, which basically means it can't be the actual game. You have to pick an item, which is everything else below.
All right.
So there we go. So keep that in mind. We'll remind everybody throughout this live stream. But first, news.
Oh, so now
you can. I should have like a little. Yes. There you go.
News.
I'm like,
hello, San Diego.
Like really.
All right, lots of news. It's been an amazing week because we are prepping for next week for release 50. But this week, so we had our telethon for release 49, and yesterday, the questions that we didn't get to get answered during the telethon, we posted yesterday. So between me and Beezus and Sanyo and Atos, we got all of the questions answered, although there were a couple that we missed still, but we're gonna get those answered anyway. But we got all the questions, we got all those posted and answered, and also we got the weekly update out right before this, so check that out on the front page, and you can see all sorts of cool things, including we published my set list from the holiday party. I posted that actually to the forums earlier in the week.
DJ Darkstar.
Yeah, so DJ Darkstar, my 5-hour epic playlist. That was a blast playing for my second DJ gig ever. I think I'm kind of addicted now. And so you can check out all the songs that I played for that 5 hours. And I'll be playing again next Friday at Rift's End at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can check it out in the game at Rift's End in the Play Your Own Town, or you can tune in on the Avatars Radio on their website. And I'm very, very excited to get to DJ again. I've already built my set list, and so I can't wait to share with you guys what I'm going to be playing. Let's see. We've been partnering with our friends over at Bright Locker. It's your last chance if you want to participate in their crowdfunding event. There's some exclusive Shroud perks associated with that. We have a weekend, our normal weekend flash sale this time in honor of us adding a few items in R49, which were the new taming sign and the ornate runic letter set. So all our signs and letters are on sale for about 20% off. You can check that out. And this Sunday, Richard and I are going to be participating in an event with the UO Forever team. It's their 5th anniversary, so we're doing a live stream with them.
Just got the itinerary on that, so you actually have everything you need for it, and it looks pretty exciting. They've got a lot of stuff planned.
Cool.
It'll be fun.
Awesome. So thought I might give them a sneak on that.
Ooh, you sure you want to do that? Yeah.
Why not?
You want to bring the community in on this one? I suppose it can be a rowdy bunch.
All right. Well, so you're going to hear it here first. And I just surprised Barrick with this announcing it right now because we were not planning on announcing it now, but I just decided I want to do it because I can't stand it because I'm so excited. So on March 14th, we are going to be having a launch event right before South by Southwest gaming starts. So South by Southwest, if you guys don't know, is a big festival here in Austin, and there's multiple components. There's interactive, there's music, there's education, and gaming and music are the ones that happen right at the end. Gaming is the one we're participating with. We're going to have a booth, we're going to have panels, and Wednesday, right before gaming starts, we're going to have our launch event at the Bob Bullock Museum, which is where we lent a bunch of our artifacts, a bunch of Richard's original Apple II that he wrote the first Ultimas on. And I'm not sure many people remember this, but when Ultima Online, when we had our launch party for Ultima Online, we actually invited the community to our launch event. So we are actually going to be inviting the community to our launch event, and we'll be sending out details about that next week. So stay tuned.
Yeah, party.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
Yeah. So, surprise, surprise. I announced this on the live stream. Aha! All right. So it's very cool. The Bob Bullock Museum is very cool, and there's this exhibit there. And as part of the party, it's right next to the exhibit that we lent it to, which is the history of video games, which is ending literally like the few days after the party. So
we may actually get some people that are like we did with the community holiday party.
Yeah.
Thank you again, community, for sponsoring that.
Yeah.
Flying in, like we had someone from Canada fly in. So we may get some people wherever you are in the world. You want to come and join us and celebrate. Austin is a great city, so take a couple extra days if you can. If you're going to make that journey, a lot of stuff to see.
Yeah. So we'll be sending out details about how to sign up for that and how to be eligible and everything like that. So, but we're very excited, and the reason we're able to open it up to the community is because of our partners, Travian, who are helping us foot the bill for catering and all that stuff. So they're amazing partners. Once again, Travian is proving how amazing they are. So, but that's in March, and what's really happening is next week is Release 50, which I am so excited about. Release 50 is going to be amazing. I've been working on the Release 50 post. Those of you who've been testing on QA have already been seeing some of the changes, and it's going to be an amazing, and you've seen the post, and already, and I'm not even done writing the post, and I don't even have like all the latest Player on Town changes, and it's already at 20 pages and counting.
We should get it to 50 pages, a round number like R50.
Yeah, oh, that's a good idea. And so just to name a few of the highlights that are in Release 50. So a bunch of performance improvements. We're getting our frame rate up, and it's getting better. We've got scene rebuilds. So you guys already saw some of these during the telethon. We're going to see one later. So you guys have seen Sunless Barrens and South Drockfald Spur, and you were actually going to show you guys again today.
Me?
Not you.
Not them?
And not you.
Hmm.
I know you.
You do?
I know you. I don't know if you guys are probably too young to get that reference. All right. You, the city of you, as in Y-E-W. A bunch of polish on the starting scenes, including lowering the difficulty while increasing the enemies, improving the points of interest in those, adding more tasks. A bunch of user interface polish, including targeting, highlighting, so a better indication of what your target is, whether your target is in range. Item inventory locking. So those of you who've ever accidentally salvaged something or accidentally sold it to a merchant or accidentally traded it to someone, no more. You will finally be able to lock things in your inventory. Altitude indicators on the compass. So when you get near to a point of interest or a task location, we actually will now indicate if it's above or below you on the compass. Item highlighting, we've continued to get all the data in for items that are related to your quests. And so all of those are now highlighting properly, or most of them. And for those of you who really want to play old school and don't want clues like task highlighting and sparkles on your compass and stuff like that, you now have the option to turn all that off if you want to go back to the old ways. Some polish on the way ransom works. So including things like increasing it from 2 hours to 24 hours and an on-screen notification. Refining skills. So you crafters should be happy you're now getting refining skills that increase like batch size. and the amount that you get from your refining. A bunch of new things in player housing, including a Watermill Home, which we're going to show you guys later. It's really awesome and pretty.
It has water in it and spins.
It spins. It's got a water wheel. The log cabin, which we showed you in a previous live stream. An ornate bar, an obsidian obelisk, the hollow log, which we also showed you in a previous live stream, and a Viking crafting pavilion. Wild boars. New wolves, which we're also going to show you in this live stream. But we replaced our female peasants. We had 3 that we purchased off the Unity Asset Store. Not only have we replaced all 3 of those, but we've created 9 more, so we have a total of 12. So lots of visual variety in the female peasants. And the torch isn't just a light source now, it's also an offhand bludgeon that has a chance to add a fire dot. So it's much more useful. So it's the idea that sacrificing your offhand slot for a torch is actually going to make sense now. And last few things, barbarian clan armor. So fighting the barbarian clans, they're now going to have a chance to drop the armor they're wearing. And you'll be able to either wear that armor directly or try and salvage it to get the patterns. And that includes the armor and the helms. A new scythe. So the Lich of Ravensmoor, in addition to being the source of the Skull Sword, is now also going to be the source of this cool new scythe that Fletcher made, which has like this cool like sort of bird skull thing right above the blade. It's very cool. I'm going to post a picture of it soon. And we've continued expanding the quest for the pieces of virtue armor, and this release is going to be the virtue boots. So 3 different quests for the boots of love, truth, and courage. So, and that's just the highlights. I mean, there's even more than that. So just, as you can tell, I'm pretty excited, pretty pumped up. R50 is going to be really, really great as we march towards launch. So, very, very excited.
And that whole, the R50 instructions, I don't know if you mentioned it, they come out on Wednesdays right before the release.
Yeah.
So we're preparing that right now, as Star mentioned, and then the release on Thursday. And then the most exciting thing of the week, of course, is the community live stream, although I'm a little biased there.
Yeah. And as mentioned earlier, Release 50 is already on QA. So if you want a sneak peek and you want to earn some of the cool testing perks, you should log into QA and help us test it out before it goes live next week. And like last night, we did this cool dragon fight, which means like we get in and we spawn some cool mobs and bosses and stuff, and then you can fight them.
I think the dragons had an upper hand, at least for a while there. Then,
yeah,
you know, got enough avatars in the game to take them out, but touch and go there, which is always exciting to see.
All right, so I think
well, I better get to those videos because we've got 5 hours, everyone.
Yeah, so we've got 5 hours of videos to watch. So I hope everyone brought some coffee and some popcorn, because we're going to now watch 5 hours. We're not really going to watch. Who should I get? Who's going to be up next while you're talking about videos?
Let's bring in Matt and Keith on the Wolves and Boars.
All right. So I'm going to go get Matt and Keith, and you guys are going to get to see some Wolves and Boars. As always, thank you, community, for your support. You guys are awesome. Love doing this job. Thanks.
Thanks, Star. All right, let's actually announce the winners of that contest. We won't show 5 hours of video, don't worry. But all of that is available, like I mentioned, in the forums. And where else did I say it was? Oh, yes, YouTube, of course. We've put together a playlist for all of your videos, all 135 that were created over the last couple of months during this contest. And if you want to find it in the forums, it is the walkthrough contest, the guide to Avatar's Virtue. And we hope you will keep creating videos beyond the ones that were just in the contest, because we've got some really talented people out there in the community that work hard to create. It takes time to create one video, let alone 135, and many of you actually created several. So that brings me to, let's actually do this in reverse. So 2 runners up for the two runners up for the contest. The prizes that we gave away for the 2 runners up: a Professor of Arcane Knowledge 2017 title, in-game title, and 250 kotos. goes to Lil Tipsy's walkthrough of Malice Dungeon, the only walkthrough of any dungeon in the game, so we thought that was quite unique. Also, Caledon's gold tip videos. Always really nice to. So it's always nice. Hey Matt, how you doing?
Okay, good. How are you, Matt?
Thank you. I was just I was waiting for that. So I go by Eric in the community, but my name is Matt.
We're the two Matts.
We're the two Matts of Portalarium. All right, so I was just getting into the prizes for the contest that just ended this week on the video walkthroughs, how-to videos that everybody in the community, not everybody, but a lot of people in the community created. We actually had 135 videos overall, and over a dozen.
How many hours of footage?
Well, we were going to show all 5 hours on the live stream here, but then we realized this live stream is only an hour long, so the math didn't work there. So they're available on YouTube and in the forums, and some really great ones. We have videos that describe how to get started in the game if you're a new player. There's videos on how to get a little gold, where to look. There's videos on how to mine, craft, all sorts of skills, combat, how to get around the overworld, what to look for when you're venturing, all that stuff. You guys hit almost everything.
Great stuff. Super
helpful. Really great stuff. And they're going to create more videos, I am sure, after this contest, just for the fun of it. We always retweet those. In fact, these videos we're going to share. We're going to sprinkle them over the next couple of months on social to kind of get everybody else in the community that's just coming into the game as we ramp up towards launch on seeing their work. So anyway, I just mentioned we started with 2 runners up. We also have grand prize winners. That's 5 of those, and 1 grand prize winner that created a series of videos. So it went through how to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe it was a different amount of skills or different topics. It could have been the same topic, but it was a series of videos. They created several. In fact, let me save the name for last on that. Okay. So runners up again, Lil Tipsy and Caledon's gold tip videos. Congrats, guys. Woo! And yeah, that's worth drinking for. Where's my coffee? There it is. All right, and we've got 5 grand prize winners. The 5 grand prize winners receive an old-time camera that we specifically designed for this contest. Some of you may remember the I think it was a craftable camera. I might be wrong about that in the game. So it's a spruced up version of that. And I should have put that in the weekly update, but we'll give you an image of that next week at some point. Professor of Arcane Knowledge 2017 title, and 500 kotos. And we're really getting up there on the kotos. And this is 5 winners. We've got, this was a really great series. It was actually a series, but didn't win the series title, so we put it in the grand prize winner list. Datendrax Crafting Complete Series. Excellent, well done, solid. Love it. Vladimir Begamon's Combat Introduction Series. Need a little information on combat? Vladimir's got you covered. Chertogal's, I think I got that pronounced right, Locked and Unlocked Combat Decks Series. So there's a lot of series here. And we've linked in the weekly update the top video of the series. So it was really the individual video that won. There just happened to be a series with that as well. So if we linked like the Locked Combat Deck series or video, there's the Unlocked and other videos as well. So don't miss the other ones too. You can again go to YouTube. It's in the playlist, but you can also search I think it's 5 pages in the forums of this submission post for the contest. And if you search for their name and it's not on page 1, it may be on page 2, 3, 4. Just look for it. Caballero's How to Get Started video, very practical. How do you get started in the game? He actually had a great spread of other videos, of a variety of topics.
I see him on Twitch a lot. I follow him. And actually, any of you other guys that make videos, guys and girls, let any of us know and we'll follow you on Twitch. Like sometimes we turn Twitch on while we're working.
Oh yeah.
We love Twitch streaming. It's really cool.
Yeah, I'm so excited about these videos and the live streams that I'm reaching in here. I gotta lean back and just chill and relax a little bit here. Okay. Oh yes, Caballero. I mentioned he also has and some of the other ones we're going to mention in a minute. Also created videos about cooking, fishing. You can fish in the game, planting skills, gold gathering. Again, very practical on the gold gathering. There were several of those.
Yeah.
Next, Woftham's Wolf. Yeah. Well, we're gonna show off some wolves here in a minute, so that works. Wolftam's Taming series.
Nice.
Very cute, very well put together, great performance, Wolftam. This is a video series that you want to see if, it's a how-to, but it's also a nice story. It's almost more of a nice story. And, it shows you like a presentation of some of the creatures you can tame and where to find them in a nice, fun, little, light, fluffy video series. Wolftam's great on that.
And in fact, we're going to look at some creatures soon that hopefully you'll be able to tame. Wild boars.
I actually didn't cover that until the very end when Star departed. We talked about a bunch of the news. We're going to cover the wolves, the boars, and the Watermill Home after that. And then we're going to see if Esteben is not super busy to come back and reveal a little bit more of what he's been working on for you. No, not you, the city of you. And there's a lot of, he populated the scene, and we've been doing a lot of other work since you guys saw it during the telethon.
You guys saw it?
Yeah, oh, there we go again. Yeah, I gotta come up with different work for that. All right, moving forward. So there's our runner-ups, there's our grand prizes, and all of these were really difficult to.
Big congratulations
to
all the grand prizes.
Yeah, we need
Thank you so much.
Star and I were just talking about this. We need like a bell or something, so that we can yay, this is the transition. So we're gonna do that next time. Maybe a squeaky toy. That'd be funny.
Yeah.
All right, Grand Series prize winner. It's the Old Time Camera, Professor of Arcane Knowledge 2017 title. By the way, if you're watching and you're winning, the Kotos will be able to award next week. The Old Time Camera will be coming, I believe, in release 50 next week on Thursday. And then we'll have to manually award that. So somebody remind me to actually give that to you guys on Thursday or Friday if you want it for that weekend. And the title is still in production. So that may be the next release for the title. But I know you guys want the Kotas for sure, and probably that camera as well. All right. Lace created over 40 videos. I said 135 total videos before. She created alone.
Holy crap.
40.
Wow.
Now that did not mean she won because she created 40 separate videos. More is not necessarily better. But she did have a great spread of different topics, very practical, very clearly spoken, and had that how-to feeling. It's important that how-to is not it's literally what we expected at its core for every single video.
Yeah.
And the top one we actually chose, Lace, was I have the name tweaked here a little bit just to make it clear for everybody who's listening. Lace's Overworld and Player-Owned Towns video. This one, you started, Lace, with the Overworld, and she had a bunch of towns around her character and described how the visuals of those towns indicate, and you can hover over for information as well, indicates what's in the town. Like, are there players in the town? Are there vendors in the town? Is there action going on there? What's going on before I click through and load and take a minute, a few seconds to load into the town? So it's an excellent video for that, because a lot of people want to know. They're walking around the overworld for the first time, adventuring through Novia, and just going, oh, what's all this stuff? Right. So she gave a nice overview for that, and all of your other videos, Lace, were fantastic.
40 videos.
Over
total
40 videos. And I should mention that Shirtugal had a trailing 33 videos. Wow. So those two combined had half the videos of this entire contest. But that's great, because series are great. You get to know the person, you look forward to their next video, and so we hope you guys continue and keep producing videos. We will share them. We will put them into the playlist.
Absolutely, yeah. We'll watch them. We'll share them. We'll put them on blast. Y'all are all the bone.
So there you go. Really appreciate that. It was a fun contest. I even thought about starting creating some videos myself, but I knew the community. You guys got it. So there we go. And I said how much 750 Kotas for that, for the Grand Series prize. And again, we'll get those awarded to you as soon as we can. There you go.
It's raining Kotos.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we got to scale that back maybe a little bit. It's not a little bit too much, perhaps. You guys let us know on that one. What do you want when you win a prize? And in fact, I'm giving an excellent reminder to myself, to me, to you. We're doing the prizes for these live streams today a little bit different. Like, you know how you've been on live streams and we've given away prizes throughout, especially the telethons. Well, today we're not doing that. We're actually asking everybody. And if you don't have Twitter, I apologize. This is just kind of a one-off thing here. But if you have Twitter, or you can get Twitter, which register and you're done, easy peasy. You get a chance to win something if you just mention this live stream during this hour. Something about it. Matt is awesome. Not me. This Matt, of course. You know, anything you want.
This Matt.
And you get a chance. If you got a hashtag LBSOTA, Lordberry Shroud of the Avatar, or at Shroud of Avatar, and you get a chance to win one of two things we're giving away. And those two things are your choice. You just have to go to the front page of the add-on store on the website. You go all the way over to the store, drop down to the add-ons, you click through there, and anything that's not anything that's an in-game item and less than $50.
What about emotes? Are those included?
Front page of the store. And I don't believe that we have, actually we may have some emotes on there. Whatever's on the actual front page. If you start tabbing over, none of that stuff counts. The very front page. Less than $50. And we'll give you your choice. So when we announce that end of today, the two winners, we will mention your name, and then please get back to us, get back to me, and let me know what you want. All right.
What's the Twitter, by the way? They're asking. Is it the LB? Do they have to hashtag LBSoda?
You can do at Shroud of Avatar. With Twitter, you can't put the in there because it's one character too long. So at Shroud of Avatar, or hashtag LBSOTA. Or you do both.
That's the official.
That's official.
Shroud of the Avatar. So if you're getting on Twitter and tweeting, do hashtag LBSoda, and we can retweet it, stuff like that. And
we'll do that. You know, even if you're not, if you want to tweet something else, you created a video, you're in the game, you're live streaming, you have a cool screenshot that you just want to share through with us at any time, 24/7. Maybe not 3 a.m. in the morning. Please do so, and we'll probably retweet that or
unless it's release week, then maybe.
Yeah, then maybe. exactly. All right, moving forward, we've talked for a good half an hour on all sorts of shenanigans, and I think they're ready to see some stuff in the game. So we're gonna show off boars or wolves first?
Boars first, and then wolves, right?
Sounds good. And we need Unity for this?
We need Unity for this.
All right. So brace yourselves, community, as we make a hard right and take a turn to the Unity the program that we have up here.
Hold on your butts.
I don't need to say anything more than that. Somebody in the Twitch chat, I can't see it, but if you could type how many viewers are watching right now, that'd be great. Thank you. All right, here we go. I think I got this. There it is. There's Unity, and there's still us too, just for fun. Okay, so I'm gonna actually I'm gonna move this up here so we see that there, and move that there. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Secondus. Thanks, Job Gamers. Thanks, everybody who's watching.
119.
119. That's pretty solid.
Word up.
All right, there you go, man. Is Keith joining us? Just you?
No, just me.
Okay, cool.
All right, so we're gonna go into a couple of levels here. Oh, sorry.
Got a line up. We gotta make sure we're balanced. Okay, there we go. Okay.
There we go. Is that okay? All right. So we're gonna look at the new animals, or the boar that was modeled by Kevin Wells and animated by myself. The sounds are still temporary. Cat is going to add new sound effects to the boar very soon. So let's see. I guess I'll just go ahead and play from here, and then I'll load the level that we're going to.
So everybody, there's always a couple of people who ask, well, you're in Unity, and what does play mean? Are you going to actually be in the game? Can I meet you in the game?
Yeah, no, this is a development build, so you can't meet us currently where we're going. This is just, not the live server. This is the local server for us, or whatever it is. But
I see we have Star Trek fans in Twitch chat there. Very good. Nice to you, Obsidian Tempest.
All right, so I'm gonna I'll just load up the level. So we're gonna first go to the South Drakvald Spur and take a look at some kind of, mild tier boars that, some that y'all can get your hands on pretty quickly.
Don't try this part at home, folks. Actually, you can't. We're skipping ahead here, just to make it a little quick.
Dev commands. If you see us in game teleporting all over the place, it's because we have these commands whenever we're playing.
Sorry about the
Pro tip. Oh yeah.
Just fight.
If I start
you
getting
can like
a little
overlap
too
here.
close,
You know, we have to be close because.
just give me a little.
Yeah, if you need space, that's cool. Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna make myself invisible for a minute, ghost mode, while we teleport to where a few of these boars are.
Elk Drockbald Spur doesn't bore me. Ah ha ha ha, Legion of Myth. You know how many times during our morning stand-ups,
Oh yeah.
our morning stand-ups, we've been doing that for the last week.
Yeah. The boar puns, just like whenever we were working on fawns, the fawns puns, hey, they're all over the place. All right, so what?
So where are we?
over there?
Careful there.
There's
That's
a little
that
boar
looks
walking
like-
around, huh?
Now, I did mention in the weekly update that these were very dangerous creatures that will attack you on sight and kill you instantly. So
keep in mind I'm invisible right now.
Oh, there we go. That's
I'm
the answer.
I'm in what we call ghost mode, so they can't see me at the
Actually,
moment.
would they attack you? Actually,
They would attack.
so you want, as a player, you got to watch out for these things.
So there's a small wild boar. And these are just the little guys.
They get bigger.
They get bigger.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead and, unghost myself and try to make sure God mode works here so it'll kill me right away.
We should have a little bit of music for very. Oh no. No, actually, it's more fun if they see you.
I know, right?
I mean, I'm just saying.
I think God mode hasn't been working for me. I'm doing it wrong.
My skills.
So there they are. Coming
Work on your skills there. Yeah. If you guys are listening in, you should hear a little bit of these sound effects. Let us know if it's too low or too high.
There you go. And these boars have a pretty neat little move that you'll see sometimes where they can charge really quickly to you, like that's just them running at me. But occasionally, if you're far enough away, they'll do a really fast dash at you and gore into you with their tusks. So
Can you do me a favor, Matt?
Yeah.
I don't mean to interrupt your death spiral here, but when we loaded in, we were via a water wheel, I think. Hutch had set that up. Before you go on to the next boars, if it's in a different team anyway, let's skip over back to that water wheel. I want to look at.
yeah, sure. So here, we'll go ahead and
Actually, never mind. A little bit of magic there, just get things going. It's gonna be close, folks. Actually, it's not really close.
Actually, if you can see my health, I'm not that.
Yeah, I know. Can we bring in Keith? Is he better at?
Yeah.
Oh!
So,
Whoa!
alright.
Closest match I've ever seen. Very good.
So anyway, those are the little guys. I think they're like tier 2 or 3. So they're cute, and of course, like most animals, you can skin them. And there will be some new items with it, some boar hide, boar head, I think you might be able to get.
Forehead, like I can place it as a trophy.
I don't know for sure. Oh, there's a boar carcass.
Or you can use those for crafting, right?
Probably. I don't know exactly what's set up yet, but I would guess that if you can't do it yet, eventually, but you probably can set up the mounted boar head in your house.
If you guys end up fighting these creatures, keep the things you find on them. Usually they're useful on some level. They're asking, Skeggy Media says, any bacon? I don't know. You'll have to find out.
Apparently there's some higher tier ones in Savranok Stronghold. There's also some of the new wolves here, so we can kind of overlap a little bit and look at some elder wolves while we're in this zone. Let's make sure I'm in ghost mode so they don't kill me.
They're still talking about, they're talking about bacon and windmills. I don't know how those two relate.
So here's one of our new wolves while we're talking about wolves. You can see they got some nice work from Kevin Wells. Touched up a bit. A little bit hard to get a good view on this guy, but
Careful there. He's like bigger than you are.
So there you go, our cute little wolves with some sharp teeth and look at him taking a sit. Isn't he cute? The elder wolf.
I always wanted a. I don't have a pet, but if in real life, but if I got a pet, it would be not here in hot, usually Austin, but northern climate. The what's that one big white wolf? Or not dog called the
Alaskan Husky.
Yeah, Alaskan Husky. Anybody in the chat have an Alaskan Husky?
Wolves and stags. Who's gonna win? I think to show off the rest of the boars, it might be easiest to just go ahead and summon up some of my own, because I'm not sure exactly where in this level.
Yeah, we want to give Hutch enough time to show off the Watermill Home, so feel free to spawn it, and then we'll move on to the river.
Okay, how do I maximize this? I can see the rest of it.
No idea. You're on your own. Let's see. You might have to exit. I don't know if you have to exit. Need the other stuff to spawn?
Yeah.
Not another window down there.
Oh, here.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
I as a community manager, we don't really use Unity.
bear with me, this will just take a second, but I'm going to go ahead and spawn in the other boars. You can get a good look at the different sizes of them.
So using this tool, like you're going through the folders and everything, this would be how we would populate a scene. Like
right, this is where kind of all of our data is that we go through. And yeah, like you'll see when I open up data, monsters, I look in the animals folder.
We got cats as monsters?
Animals, yeah.
And rabbits as monsters?
Here's boars. Yeah, I know. So I'll go ahead and bring us in an obsidian boar. There's a nice big obsidian boar. And I'll bring in the tier 10, the razorback.
That sounds fancy. Bigger, right?
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
There's the razorback. That guy.
And those two they're already friends. Look at that. Oh wait, what's this?
They're going after
a wolf.
Nice. Who's gonna win, that poor little wolf or these two wild boars?
I think boars are pretty nasty. They're on top of that wolf. They're gonna decimate it. Oh, look at that.
Yeah. And they're eating it.
Are they able to see you?
No, I'm in ghost mode.
Okay, you're in ghost
mode. So, of course, it wouldn't be fair to show the boars without showing the smallest size boar we have.
Oh,
this
look
little
at
guy.
that. Piggy.
Hey, little bory.
Can you maybe turn on the lights?
Yeah, set game time.
There we go.
There we go. And then I'll re-maximize this. So. There you go, mommy, daddy, and baby.
And there they go.
Eating a dead wolf.
There they go again. Those boars and wolves really don't like each other.
Yeah.
Did I get Hut?
Well, let me just show one or two more wolves real quick then, and then we'll try to make this fight fair and bring in another wolf. How's that sound?
And there you go. And we, during the last weekly update, talked about the boars, so you can look back at that one for a little bit of info on them and what's coming in release 50. And then this weekly update we just released it has a little bit on the wolves. And the wolves are already in the game, they're just getting reskinned.
There you go, the obsidian wolf versus the razorback.
Obsidian wolf is he just got gouged there. This razorback here he's putting up a pretty good fight here. What do we got here? What's the health on these guys?
And I'll turn myself off the ghost mode and see.
Looks like that wolf is really screaming. It's down to 10% health. It's got one or two. Oh, there it goes. Oh no.
Oh no, the squeaker came.
And they're coming for you. They're like, who is this invading our territory? We just finished with the wolf, and now you can't outrun that one. Oh, they knock you down faster than the wolves.
Well, I guess that's about it for me, folks.
Okay.
New wolves, new boars. Look for it in R51. Have a good time.
Thank you, Matt.
Yep.
All right, we'll get Hutchin here and show you guys the Watermill Home. And I noticed that we've gotten some comments on the Watermill Home. We have a few people that already checked out the weekly update, so that's cool. There's a couple of screenshots in there for you guys. And as soon as Hutch comes in here, we will. There he is, right on schedule. Okay. All right. So we sadly lost a very important battle between a wild boar wolf.
Yeah, killed by a squeaker.
Yeah. So
Shameful.
We're currently passed out on the road here, but whatever you can do to get back to where you were before.
Sure.
And I think we actually started in the scene. You had loaded up Unity by the, I think it was the Watermill Home.
Yeah, I had put a little, I had put the Watermill Home in a little lot in Aldewater. So we'll just go back there. Hello, everybody, by the way.
Oh, yes, this is Michael Hutchinson. Goes by, what do you go by?
Hutchison.
What did I say?
Hutchison.
Hutchinson.
Not Hutchinson.
Right.
Yeah, I'm Mike Hutchison. I'm the lead artist on the project. And this won't take long, what I'm about to show you. This is the new Watermill house, which we made last release, but I had to do some finishing work on it, so it will be available in this release. It's a village-sized water property, or fits on a village-sized water lot, I should say, village and larger. And some of the things that we thought about while doing this were obviously that we wanted to feature the water wheel. It's a water house, so having the water wheel, having properties that made sense with water spawned this idea. It's based loosely on the rustic house that we've already made, but our first iteration of it looked far too similar to that house, so we decided to go in a different, go with a sort of a different look in terms of the external materials and the roof materials and the inside materials as well. We also had on our first iteration of this house, we put the water wheel on the back side of the house because thinking that that's what would make sense if you had a flow of water down a stream. It would turn the water wheel, and it would really probably make more sense if it was on the back. The problem with that is
like angled this way because the water.
Yeah. So the problem with that is you wouldn't be able to see it. So we made a design choice to put it on the side, even though there might not be a flow of water there that would cause it to turn like that. It made more aesthetic sense to do it this way.
Each level of the blades or whatever are slightly angled to allow it to turn in a sideways motion. There you go.
Yeah. So on the other side, there's a little bump out room here, but on the right hand side is the water wheel. It's a 2-story house, so we can go inside here, and you can kind of tell that this is sort of similar to the rustic tavern, or the rustic inn, I should say, that you might see in places like Braemar and other places, and it's also similar to the 3-story rustic house that we sell. But what we did on this is, sort of made the inside materials a little bit more finished, sort of more plaster with the wood trim, and these windows that are meant for air circulation more so than being able to look out of them. That was a choice so that we could sort of claim more decorative wall space for people to hang up whatever they want to there. So we can go upstairs.
Oh, nice.
There's another sort of ventilation window there. And back here, and here's like a little landing area. Back here is what might be the bedroom, for instance, or whatever you want it to be. Small little room with a little window.
very nice. Very quaint.
Exactly. Quaint. Quaint is a good description for it. That's it. That's the grand tour of the Watermill house. It's a builder-sized house, and it's going to be live in R51.
So we got release 50 that we're putting out next week.
I misspoke. It's R50, not
it's
51.
R50. Okay, 1 week, guys. 1 week.
Yeah.
There you go.
So there you have it.
All right, thank you. All right, we've got 7-8 more minutes, and we were going to bring in Esteben to talk a little bit more about what he did over the last, since he was on the live stream last, about you, not you.
Not me.
Okay, I'm over that
Yeah.
one. He has populated you and a few other things, from what I understand. So, if he's available,
He is. He's here.
Move
He's
around.
waiting. I'll load this while he's making his way down here.
great.
Need to get ahead of it.
All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time.
All right, thank you, Hutch. All right, as a reminder, we've got that two Twitter prizes that we're giving away. If you're at Shroud of Avatar or hashtag LBSOTA, something about this live stream, you get a chance to win one of those two, and it is your choice on the top of the add-on store. The first page, less than $50, and an actual in-game item. And we're giving away 2 of those. Hey, Esteben.
Hi, hello.
So we just have a few minutes left here, but I think we've already talked about you
Yes.
In the the last telethon. I think you
Yes, that's correct.
went through a bunch of stuff. So feel free to just give the community here an update on maybe a real quick introduction of like what is you, why are we decorating like this, and then what you've done since last time.
Yes, well, so you is one of the first, towns that we've uncloned in quite a while, maybe about a year or so. And it was a Joniford clone. And now, we've done pretty much made it elven, brought in new architecture, and just did a full unclone of the town.
So it's definitely has an elven theme.
Yes.
I think this might be my favorite town, actually.
So actually, I'll go straight to the screenshots. I have a couple screenshots.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, screenshots. All right, let's see. Where do we put those screenshots? So we created a. Bear with us one moment here. We've got a great view of the town. We're gonna pull up some screenshots here for you. All right. Where do we put the folder?
This should be under the live stream folder.
Okay. Live stream.
There we go.
Oh, you live stream.
Yep.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Sweet.
Does it matter which one we start with?
Let's start off with the number 1.
This one. Oh, is it categorized? Oh,
Yes.
very nicely. Look at that.
So
Well, let me switch it over here so they can actually see it.
yeah, so what I wanted to
what-
talk
what-
about
yeah.
specifically today was, how much work really went into making you unique. But so yeah, you came as a Joniford clone, and so what we're gonna see right now is a direct comparison of a before and after of how the town looked before I touched it, and then now after, once it's been uncloned. So we'll get some side-by-side views,
There we go.
so you can really see how it changed.
All right, and we're looking at the
Yes, this is
first screenshot.
this is you as it stood as the clone. Now pay close attention to the center of the image, where this was your typical Joniford clone scene that had it was a human settlement, so you just had the basic like ramshackle fishing village houses. Now this is now the redesigned you. So yeah, you can see a lot has changed. These screenshots were taken, facing in the same direction at the same position. So what once used to be, a scattering of
Very
a few
sparse.
houses,
Yeah.
now has
Boom. There
boom.
it is.
Yeah, exactly. Same goes for like the back portion of the town. So this is the clone, the Joniford clone. You before we touched it this release, and now this is you. this release.
Nice. And how did you design those? What are these vine arches or something?
Yes, so that's something. It's currently a work in progress, but yeah, those vine arches I did them using the new procedural ivy system that we use as a tool here.
Very nice.
So this is a top looking down view into the town. Once again, this is the U before we designed it, retouched it up this release, and now with the work that we've done. So once again, it's the same angle looking towards down into the city, but you can see whereas before it was just all based on terrain, one level of elevation. Now we have multiple levels of elevation, and we have this town that's literally built amongst the trees.
Nice.
Multi-level platforms, glass globe houses up on the canopies, and yeah, all these little runways and
this is probably really
accessible.
This is a great design for this town because it probably protects against a lot of invaders since you have a lot of high level stuff. You can run up, go up to these upper levels and hopefully have a defensive position against invaders. I don't know if this area where you is. I don't think there's been a lot of historical battles in that area in New Britannia recently, but even the pesky little wolves and wild boars that we just showed a few minutes ago, they roam around, and I don't know if they're in this area too, but if they did come screaming in late at night, you got your safe haven up here.
Yeah, exactly. And there's the whole city is supposed to be shrouded in fog, and so it's kind of nestled, hidden amongst the world. So this is another one. This is of this is another one of the town center. So this is the previous town center. Had a lot of open areas, just open brush. So once again, in rebuilding the city, giving it a more urban look. So now this is the new you. You have pathways, town centers, where we have this stream that goes through the entire town, whereas before, there wasn't much urbanization, going on, but now there's more.
Tons of it.
A lot of beautification too for the town.
And you, I don't know if you mentioned this already, but one of the things you did recently was populate it with NPCs as well.
That was actually on Dan. Dan
okay.
did the populating, and he actually did a second pass today. So he went in and added more NPCs.
Oh, nice. I wonder if we updated Unity, that would have made it in, possibly.
Yeah, some of it's made it in. I was actually looking at it earlier today, but yeah, that
nice.
was Dan. Mm-hmm. And here we have another one. So believe it or not, this is now the area where there's an Elven Spring. So before and after.
Boom, spring.
Boom.
Wow.
Spring. So yeah, a lot of things going on. This is actually right behind the big town hero tree. And so that big cliff, the tree is on top of that cliff. Lots of terrain changes, rock swaps, architecture swap, tree alterations too, and now we're presented with the you of today.
Wow, the new you, yeah. As we actually say when you're changing your character.
Right.
Yeah, that's amazing, Esteben. I see we have some chat going on here, a little bit of mix of all the topics we've been talking about today. One question from Darton Obscuro: does you have new quests?
Yes. Yeah, and I actually so Keith put in a unique quest for this map, and yes, I don't know how much we want to give away as to that, but yes, there is a.
We can. The answer there, Darton, is yes. They'll be able to find all the secrets and run through it in release 50, right?
Yes.
There you go. Cool. All right. Well, I think we're out of time. Is there anything else you wanted to show? Did you want to jump back into Unity, or are we pretty good?
I think we're pretty good. I invite the players to go visit the town and explore it for themselves.
All right, great. Okay, well, everybody, release 50 next week, Thursday. We'll have those released 50 instructions for you guys that will be put out on Wednesday. We also have an announcement, a couple announcements before that on Monday and Tuesday. Stick around this weekend. We have Pack Slayer's 20th anniversary in the Ultima Universe and now Shroud of the Avatar, so they're doing kind of a combination 20th anniversary celebration that started earlier this week and is ending on, I believe, this Saturday in Shroud of the Avatar. So check the new community events section in the forums, in the top section where announcements are, and you'll find all the details for that. And there's also in our weekly update details on a event that Richard and Star are both going to be attending on Sunday for UO Forever. UO Forever is Ultima Online Forever. It's one of the servers that the community spun up quite a while ago, I think. And they are celebrating their 5th anniversary for UO Forever. And we're going to have Richard and Star pop in there. We're going to see if we can get them into the actual UO Forever game and talk a lot about some of the things that is going on with Shroud of the Avatar. So stay tuned for details on that. And we've got more to come after Release 50. So we'll have another live stream next week. See you guys and have a great weekend.